in the end of the day, this is about the super rich being price elastic. They just don't care about price rises, or do they? Andrea, good morning.
Morning. I think they do, but they're still buying. You know, we had Kering yesterday, owner of Gucci, Hermes, L'Oreal. This is all about who you're selling to and where. The super wealthy are still spending despite the price increases. As we know, the aspirational luxury shopper, particularly in the US, has pulled back. We have also got China, where the aspirational luxury shopper is squeezed by some of the economic issues in China, whereas the VIP clients are still spending. They are travelling, but they're travelling less than they did before the pandemic. So that is having an impact on duty-free. Plus, you've got a push to keep them spending at home in places like Hainan.
Is there not some element, Andrea, where it's just about scarcity? Manus and I talked earlier about the week about those crazy little Apple VR goggle things. Stick with me here because they're hard to get, and we're seeing them resell on the second market for 5,000 crazy amounts. It reminds me of Hermes' strategy. You create scarcity and you create demand. Is it also about that? Not just the fact that it's very expensive in the ultra high net worth luxury, but if you've been on a wait list for years, who cares what your finances are? If you get off it, you're going to buy the thing.
Yes, indeed, there are wait lists for the most iconic product. Hermes has capacity constraints. It can't keep up with demand. That means that when times are tough, it can still keep performing because it's got this backlog of customers. And if you get the call or the email and it says your Hermes wish has been fulfilled, we have your Birkin bag, but you think, I haven't quite got the money to buy it, there'll just be someone else who's next on the line who will.
But what about us? I mean, what about us?
Good question.
I say us. I mean, I can't speak for the Duchess of New York.
The Duchess of New York.
But you know, well, you've got the English passport now.
Yeah.
You know, aspirational luxury. Just redefine the aspirational luxury. It's up to what, £1,000, £1,000,
Yes.
$1,000?
I think £1,000, up to £1,000, $1,000, which still isn't a small amount of money, that would be classed as more aspirational. And what all the luxury brands want to do is they want to make their products more desirable, and they want to make them appeal. They want to make them more expensive, more desirable. They want to make them appeal to that high-end shopper. That's what Kering spent a lot of time talking about yesterday with Gucci. We've grown with that aspirational customer, but we want to grow with the high-end customer too.
What about when it comes to cosmetics? You mentioned that China wants to promote domestic growth, which makes it a little bit harder for the Chinese traveler. Do we see things like upstart luxury Chinese type cosmetics that might inch the likes of L'Oreal out of the market?
Yes, we are definitely seeing that. That has definitely been a trend for a while. And as more Chinese consumers are staying at home, they are more drawn to those kinds of products. And I saw some research before Christmas into what young Chinese high net worth women want, and the growth of that domestic beauty market is definitely a factor that is challenging L'Oreal and Estée Lauder.
Where are we in terms of the American numbers for Estée Lauder? Because, for L'Oreal, I should say, because we saw Estée Lauder cutting back here. I mean, are they am I comparing apples with apples here in terms of Estée Lauder and L'Oreal? I mean, we see Estée Lauder cutting 5% of the workforce here. So how does that marry up?
It's all about the desirability, as in luxury. It's all about the desirability of your brands, attracting young consumers. And while Estée Lauder did very well a few years ago with products, with brands like MAC, there is a question mark over whether they have enough of the young products to appeal to that sort of beauty-obsessed TikTok generation, which, quite frankly, is a challenge for all of the cosmetics companies. There's a bit of good news on that front. We've had a very clean beauty look, And recently we've had this mob wife aesthetic, which is all about going back to quite ostentatious makeup, the contouring, the colour cosmetics that we saw in 2016. If that catches on and there is a beauty refresh, that could actually be very good for these companies. The trouble is, these TikTok trends sometimes don't last very long and they don't always catch on.